very soon after this, we started to hear shooting outside the house. And because it was so close, and I thought, and we knew that it was the people who came into the house because it was so quickly afterwards, that I decided to take a video. You can't see anything on the video because it was pitch black, but you could hear them. You could hear them shouting. You could hear, first of all, bullets from a handgun, and then after a few minutes, it was just showering of whatever guns they had, one after the other. Very terrifying to hear it, especially in the pitch black, and all you've got between you and them is the metal shutters with the windows. Our daughter Chen, who'd come over from England, so was with us, for some reason, a few days before, she decided to close the metal shutters. So they were already closed. She doesn't even know why she decided to do it, but she felt happy to do it, so she did, because that's where she was sleeping. So that had already been done. So we didn't need to worry about that. They were already closed. The time went on. Hour after hour. At the beginning, Chen was counting down the hours, how long we'd been in there, how long we could hear the shooting going on, because it was basically near enough non-stop, hour after hour, about 7 hours. We didn't even know who they were shooting at. We didn't know what was around. I didn't have internet from before 6:30 in the morning. When I tried to send Arieh the photographs of that I'd taken, I couldn't send them, or I didn't have internet outside the house. And then, of course, when we went into the house, we didn't have internet because we didn't have any electricity, so we didn't have Wi-Fi. Arieh managed to get a few messages through, occasionally, but we were very much in the dark. He doesn't have the kibbutz WhatsApp group. I do, but of course I didn't get them. So I didn't know what was going on in the kibbutz. He didn't know what was going on in the kibbutz. He only knew messages that he was involved with from the security, from maybe our neighborhood directly with the new neighborhood. That we have a little WhatsApp group for that, where people at the beginning were asking what's going on, what's the noises, but basically we were in our own bubble. We thought it was just our side of the kibbutz. We didn't know it was on the whole of the kibbutz. But then quite quickly, we got a phone call from Yair that he was saying that they were getting shot at. So Arieh just said to him, find a place, lie down, don't move. He did tell us that he didn't have much battery on his phone. So we were prepared that if we couldn't get hold of him, that it could be that he didn't have any more battery. The hours went past. We were worried about Sarah in his room. We were worried about Yael, what was happening with him, where he was, how he was going to get out of his situation. But we didn't know, fortunately, we didn't know the numbers which were involved. I think if we knew the numbers involved, it would have been even harder. But Arieh tried to keep in contact with him as much as possible in WhatsApp, but we didn't really hear anything from him. There was one time when Arieh phoned and he said, I can't speak to you. I'm under a tree, but they're here next to me. And I think that's sort of the last time I really remember knowing anything about what was going on with him until he phoned us when he'd managed to get to Netivot. With Sal, there was one point where Arieh got a WhatsApp from the security, and a friend of his had managed to get to his first thing in the morning, which we found out later on. And he told his sister that there was Hamas in Sarah's room. So then there was messages being sent for them to get help.